Welcome to Score Saturday. I'm Danny Harrington. This is Television Football. Hello, if you're watching on Twitch. If you are watching on YouTube, hello. Welcome to the stream. We're live. It's 3 o'clock. It's Saturday. You know what that means. Time to talk about football, scores on the doors, and everything else that comes with it. We've had one game already. We'll tell you all about that one in a bit. Also, the big sports news from this week, football related. Nuno's gone from from Nottingham, from Forest. Not a great start for Big Ange. 3-0 defeat to Arsenal, showing that this ain't Tottenham. So, yeah, not the greatest start for Big Ange. Every goal, as it goes in, as we try and bring you pretty much every Saturday, every weekend of the Premier League, our game of the day is going to take place in the Premier League. We're having a look at Everton and Aston Villa. Everton and Aston Villa are going to be the games of the day. That's going to be the game of the day. So that will be our game of the day.
Welcome to...
Hopefully, we've got a few goals as well in us today. You should have been able to hear the music, but apparently you can't. So hang on. Is that it? You can also hear the music now. But I think you'll also be able to hear this.
Welcome to our...
Yeah, which you shouldn't be able to hear. Hang on, I can fix this. There we go. And then, if I play... The complications of working this out, my goodness me. There you go. There we go. So Everton versus Aston Villa is going to be Everton and Aston Villa are going to be our game of the day today. I'm just trying to get whatever I can on my phone. Hopefully, everything works, everything's fine. And I hope you're good as well, wherever you are. Come on. There we go. That's what I wanted. Thank you very much. Just wanted that to work, for goodness sakes. Right, we are here, we are live, and it's time to talk football. It's taken me a while to get into it. Yeah, Arsenal 3. So some of the games that were played earlier include Arsenal 3, Nottingham Forest 0. In the Championship, Charlton Athletic 1, Millwall 1 in a London derby. Oxford United 2, Leicester City 2 in the Championship as well. League 1, Bradford City 3, Huddersfield Town 1 in a Yorkshire derby. Yorkshire. Northampton Town 1, Blackpool 0. Accrington Stanley 1. Who are they exactly? Accrington Stanley 1, Colchester United 0. Crawley Town 2, Cheltenham Town 0. And in the National League, Yeovil Town 1, Woking 0. Home of the Woke. Don't think that's their strapline. And the rules are very clear, if you hear the sound of Gary Neville having an orgasm, it means that there is a goal in our game of the day. That sounds like this.
Against Chelsea, a place in the Champions League final. The headline has been written.
Otherwise, it will just be, hopefully,
Goal!
that. If there's a goal in a Premier League game, you'll hear that. Beyond that, we shouldn't have any problems. So, let's get into it. We've already had a couple of goals to tell you about, and our first goal of the 3 o'clocks, we head north to Scotland, and Ayr United, they've taken a lead against Ross County. They're 1-0 up. Ethan Walker with the goal. Ethan Walker scored for Ayr United. Let's get rid of that terrible Scottish accent right now, Danny boy. I got to admit, I played a six-a-side game last night on AstroTurf. I fucking hurt. Not because I've got burn marks on my leg, because like a good idiot, I thought, wouldn't it be smart? Wouldn't it be smart if I did slide tackles on AstroTurf? Yeah. Really, really smart. Really smart. That was my day yesterday. So Ayr United have given themselves the lead against Ross County. 4 for Athletica, 1-0 up against Dumbarton. Port Vale have scored the first goal of the 3 o'clocks in England. They're 1-0 up away at Exeter City. Rory Patton with the goal on the 4th minute. Wealdstone 1-0 up against Gateshead. Dominic Hutchinson with the goal. Braintree Town 1-0 up against York City in the National League as well. Braintree. Terrell Works with the goal. Edinburgh City lead East Kilbride by a goal to nil. Barnsley 1-0 up against Reading in League One. Josh Earl with the goal. And Bristol City have taken the lead, and it goes from bad to worse for Sheffield Wednesday, as it was their own player, Harry Amos, putting it in his own net on the 6th minute. So, Everton and Aston Villa are our game of the day, so we'll keep an ear out for that one. I will also keep an eye on my favourite football club, which is Swindon Town Football Club. But it is Saturday. It's a Saturday afternoon. We're live on YouTube, on Twitch, wherever you are. Say hello. You don't have to. You can lurk in the background. It doesn't matter. Red cards in those championship games, those early kickoffs as well. Oh, I missed Preston 2, Middlesbrough 2. But I believe... yeah, no, I did. I missed out Preston North End 2, Middlesbrough 2. So... I'm just making sure that everyone's in place. There is FA Cup qualifying matches today. Wigan Athletic have just scored against Doncaster Rovers in League One. Wigan Athletic have taken the lead in that one. Oh. Where do I need to move? I need to move that way. Bear with me. The trouble of a live stream and a chair that won't move because I'm quite tightly packed in. Yeah, Wigan Athletic have taken the lead. Dara Costoli with the goal for Wigan Athletic. 11 minutes in. Wigan Athletic 1. Doncaster Rovers 0 on our video printer. Has just updated for you. So Wigan Athletic 1-0 up. Forfeit Athletic 2-0 up now against Dumbarton. The late evening kickoffs. There's no show tonight because there is an 8 p.m. game, Brentford and Chelsea. So no show because it competes. We're not going to beat Brentford and Chelsea, let's be honest. So no show tonight, but we will have the Football Fan Show. Will return next week. But we're here. And of course, Jack Grealish is playing against his old club. For Everton, which they're already hoping to make it a permanent move. They're very happy with the start that he has made. Goals in the National League. Sutton United are a goal down at home to Tamworth, and Rochdale have taken the lead in Cornwall. From Greater Manchester to Cornwall, and Rochdale have the lead against Truro City. Tamworth leads Sutton United. Joe Riley with the 12th minute goal in that one, but Rochdale lead in Cornwall. What a trek for them. Cornwall's only professional side, Truro City. It's Truro City 0, Rochdale 1. At the moment, in our game of the day, it's Everton 0, Aston Villa 0. And Wigan Athletic have gone 2-0 up in League One against Doncaster Rovers. Wigan Athletic 2. There's a chance for Fleetwood against Walsall. We have to tell their fans, tell them lies, tell them sweet little lies. We'll go back to that Fleetwood game because Smith has scored. Matt Smith has scored for Wigan Athletic to make it 2-0 against Doncaster Rovers. And Fleetwood Town have taken the lead against Walsall. Find the nearest Fleetwood fan in your life and don't tell them lies. Tell them sweet little lies because you don't have to. They're winning 1-0. So yes, Fleetwood Town 1-0 up. Just waiting to get a confirmed goal score on the 15th minute of the match. Fleetwood Town 1. Walsall 0. Bristol Rovers have a chance against Barrow. We'll come back to that one as we confirm that Ryan Graydon has got the 16th minute goal for Fleetwood Town. Plymouth have taken the lead at Luton. Plymouth away at Luton, and they've gone 1-0 up. Bristol Rovers have scored against Barrow. So a goal in League One and a goal in League Two. Luton Town 0, Plymouth Argyle 1. Green Army at the worst stadium in English football, or the worst professional stadium in English football, Kenilworth Road. They are building a new one. It is made of wood. It is a shithole, and it is aptly a League One ground again. Luton probably should be in the Championship, though. Luton Town 1-0 up. Sorry, Luton Town 1-0 down against Plymouth Argyle on the 15th minute. And Matthew Sorinola with the goal. And Everton have just had a chance saved in that game. Bristol Rovers also scored. And it was Josh McEachran, who is the former Chelsea man, with the goal. Former Chelsea man, Josh McEachran. And Brentford. What a storied career he's had. He also has a brother that plays. Oh, it was George McEachran that played for us, for Swindon, and he was shite. He was shite. But yes, Josh McEachran with a goal for Bristol Rovers. Bournemouth have a chance in a South Coast derby with Brighton. It's the battle of the Seasiders, Bournemouth and Brighton. And there is a goal in the Premier League. Alex Scott. No, not that one. Bournemouth's Alex Scott giving them the lead on the 18th minute of the match. Bournemouth 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 0. A throw for Villa into Everton's territory. Still 0-0 in our game of the day between those two. Norwich City are 1-0 up against Coventry. Matthias Kifstgarden. I can't pronounce that bloody name, but there you go. That's what I think the name is. Bristol City 2-0 up against Sheffield Wednesday. Luton have levelled it against Plymouth Argyle. Luton have levelled it. Peterborough United have taken the lead against Wycombe Wanderers in League One. Bristol City 2-0 up, so we'll get you a score update on that one. Emil Rees with the goal for Bristol City, that second goal away at Hillsborough. Matthew Garbett with the goal for Peterborough United to give them the lead against Wycombe Wanderers, and that equaliser from Luton was scored by Jerry Yates on the 20th minute. And there appears to be some debate as to whether there's a free kick for Everton. Clyde have taken the lead away at Annan Athletic. James Hilton. James Hilton with the goal. Once again, no show tonight because we have a game tonight at 8 o'clock. That is the Brentford and Chelsea match. Corner kick. Everton are in the ascendancy against Aston Villa, that's for sure. Clyde are 2-0 up against Annan Athletic. Stoke City have taken the lead against Birmingham. Bosun Lawal with the 21st minute goal, and Lincoln City 1-0 up away at Burton Albion. Sonny Bradley with the goal in the 22nd minute. Hearts are 1-0 up against Rangers in the Scottish Premiership. Heart of Midlothian lead Rangers by a goal to nil. Lawrence Shankland with a 21st minute goal. Will Jose Mourinho end up being Rangers boss at some point in the near future? I get the feeling that that could happen. I genuinely think that that could happen. East Fife 1-0 up. Tommy Goss with the 25th minute goal in that one. And at the moment, still 0-0 in our game of the day between Everton and Aston Villa. My team, Swindon Town, playing at home, county ground. Harrogate Town, the opponents. The owner of Harrogate Town is owned by the manager's father. Simon Weaver, the gaffer, at Harrogate Town. Boreham Wood have taken the lead against Altrincham. They're now 2-0 up in the National League. MK Dons 1-0 up against Chesterfield. Rasheen Hipburn Murphy, former Swindon Town player, scoring their goal. Walsall have levelled it against Fleetwood Town. It's 1-1. Tell them lies, tell them sweet little lies. Find the nearest Fleetwood fan in your life. Tamworth 2-0 up against Sutton United. Still 0-0 in our game of the day. Only one goal in the 3 o'clocks of the Premier League. That's Bournemouth 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 0. It's Crystal Palace 0, Sunderland 0, Everton 0, Aston Villa 0 in our game of the day. Fulham 0, Leeds 0. And it's Newcastle United 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0 at the minute. Coventry City in the Championship. It's Coventry City 0, Norwich City 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Bristol City 2. Stoke City 1, Birmingham City 0, Swansea City 0, Hull City 0, Watford 0, Blackburn 0, West Brom 0, Derby 0, and Wrexham 0, Queen's Park Rangers 0. Bristol Rovers 2-0 up against Barrow. Salford City are 1-0 up away at Shrewsbury Town. Daniel Udo with the goal. Stenhousemuir lead Kelty Hearts by a goal to 0. And for Morecambe fans, it gets bad to worse. A 1-0 defeat. You're losing to Solihull at the minute. Jamie Osborne with the goal. Solihull Moors 1. Morecambe 0. Sutton United have got to go back in that National League clash with Tamworth. Sutton United 1, Tamworth 2 at the minute. St Johnstone have taken the lead against Wraith Rovers in the Scottish Championship. They lead by a goal to 0. Still 0-0 in our game of the day between Everton and Aston Villa. Enrico Souza with the goal for Boreham Wood to give them a 2-0 lead against Altrincham. Kylian Mbappe scored for Real Madrid against Real Sociedad. And Damana Sidibe with the goal for St Johnstone against Wraith Rovers. This is Dead Media Football. This is Scores Saturday. I'm Danny Harrington. I hope you're well. And unfortunately, I now have to play this sound. Where are we? I need the trombone. I need this. Why am I playing that? Because Harrogate Town have just taken the lead at the county ground against Swindon. Fuck's sake.
Post fader selected.
Goodness me. What a...
Continue mode set. Replay mode set.
Hopefully you couldn't hear me sorting this out.
Dear God, that was an abomination.
Yep, exactly. I agree with you, Alan Bezic. Cambridge United 1-0 up against Grimsby Town. Once again, the disappointing news. Swindon Town is shit. Thank you very much. Who was it? Jack Mulden. Why do I recognize that name? Why do I recognize the name Jack Mulden? I shouldn't, but I do. Harrogate Town 1, Swindon Town 0 at the county ground. 30 minutes in. Cambridge United have the lead against Grimsby Town. Adam Mayer with a 31st minute goal. Peterhead 1-0 up against Hamilton Academical. Craig McGuffey with the goal on the 30th minute. Sean Doherty sent off for Stranraer. So a red card there. Oh, why are we 1-0 down? Jesus Christ. How are we losing to Harrogate? They're shit. Harrogate are genuinely shit. How the fuck are we losing? That's what I want to know. National League. Morecambe have got an equaliser. Jack Nolan with the equalising goal on the 30th minute. Tranmere have gone 1-0 up against Newport County, struggling Newport County in League 2. Jack Grealish threatening to score against his old club. I believe we may have missed a goal in the Premier League. Newcastle Should have played this.
Goal!
Nick Watamadi with the 29th minute goal. The new boy, the new Isak. Isak's replacement has scored. Newcastle United 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. So only 3 0-0s left. Queen's Park Rangers have just taken the lead against Wrexham at the Racecourse Ground. It's 1-0. East Kilbride 2-1 up against Edinburgh City. Cameron Elliott with the goal there. Queen's Park Rangers lead by a goal to 0, and it's an own goal from Connor Cody, the experienced Wrexham ex-Wolves player, putting it in his own net. Connor Cody puts it in his own net. Wrexham 0, Queen's Park Rangers 1. And I just get the feeling that Phil Parkinson will not last for the rest of the season. I doubt he'll be in charge at the end of the season. But Wrexham were always going to find it tough in the Championship. So I think they need to kind of think, well, maybe we just stay up by a singular point this season. And if they do stay up by a singular point, then that would be lucky. They would be lucky. A chance for Reading. They're away at Barnsley. They're 1-0 down at the minute. They're in the ascendancy. They're on the attack. And it is 1-1 there at Oakwell. It's Barnsley 1. Reading 1 in League 1. Goal scorer to be confirmed. Jaden Joseph with that Tranmere Rovers goal. 35 minutes in. Barnsley 1. Reading 1. Jack Marriott with a goal for Reading 1-1. Score Saturday, Dead Air Media Football. We might not be here next week. We might have something very special for you on the YouTube and Twitch channels. Something very different for you. So we might have something very special for you next week. Bristol City 3-0 up away at Hillsborough. Anis Mehmeti with the 32nd minute goal. Stockport County 1-0 up against Cardiff City. Oliver Norwood with the 34th minute goal. I'm just going to disappear for a second. We're back. Much better. Clyde 3-0 up against Annan Athletic. Mohamed Niang with the goal. And Stockport County 1-0 up against Cardiff. Oliver Norwood. I think we mentioned that one, but I'll mention it again. Everton 0. Aston Villa 0. We love picking the most boring possible games for our games of the day. Elsewhere, Bournemouth lead Brighton by a goal to 0. Newcastle lead Wolves by a goal to 0. Let's go through the championship scores as they currently sit, not including the games already played. Coventry City 0, Norwich 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Bristol City 3, Stoke 1, Birmingham 0, Swansea 0, Hull 0, Watford 0, Blackburn 0, West Brom 0, Derby 0, And Wrexham 0, QPR 1. Own goal. A goal in League One. Rotherham United have taken the lead away at Plough Lane. AFC Wimbledon 0. Rotherham United 1 is the score. A goal for Sutton United. 3-2 for Sutton United. But then Tamworth are going the other end. Are they about to score? No. Sutton United 2. Tamworth 3 in the National League. Rotherham. Let's get that Rotherham goal scorer for you against AFC Wimbledon. 39th minute goal. And it is Jordan Hugel with the goal on the 38th minute. That second Sutton United goal was scored by Lewis Simper. Lewis Simper with the goal. And Clyde 4-0 up against Annan Athletic through Marley Redfern. Marley Redfern with the goal in that one. But Rotherham United 1-0 up against AFC Wimbledon at Plough Lane through Jordan Hugel. Jordan Hugel with the goal for Rotherham United. They lead in London, and that's just come up on our video printer as well. So the big news today is that Big Ange Postecoglou has lost his first game as Nottingham Forest boss. 3-0. And Barcelona winger Lamine Yamal is a doubt for the Champions League game at Newcastle. Everton are on the attack against Aston Villa. Peterborough United are 1-0 up against Wycombe Wanderers in League One. There is a reason I'm mentioning that, because they have just gone 2-0 up. Peterborough United 2. Wycombe Wanderers 0. Goal in League One then. Peterborough United 2. Wycombe Wanderers 0. Wycombe not having a great season so far, having lost a lot of the momentum that was pushing them towards the Championship, back to it, to get back into the Championship. Dumbarton have got a goal back against Forfar Athletic. Scott Honeyman with the goal in that one. We're going to get that Peterborough United goal scorer for you. Swansea have taken the lead against Hull City in the Championship. Swansea 1, Hull 0 in the Championship then. Jimmy J. Morgan with the goal for Peterborough United, and Zan Vipotnik with the goal for Swansea City. 40th minute goal for Swansea. 41st minute goal for Peterborough United. They're 2-0 up against Wycombe Wanderers. And Swansea lead against Hull City. It's a corner to Aston Villa. So our first set piece for Aston Villa in their game against Everton, our game of the day. Matty Cash has already been given a yellow card in that match as well for tripping an opponent. Everton, of course, playing in their new stadium as well, 0-0 at the moment. That corner to Villa came to nothing, so remains 0-0 in that match. Depressingly, it is still 1-0 to Harrogate Town at the county ground. Swindon Town 0, Harrogate 1 at the minute, but Swindon are on the attack. Yes! 1-1. Manny Duku has scored for Tamworth, but I already thought they were 3-2 up, so that was long ago. That was a long time ago, that goal. Hamilton Academical have scored against Peterhead. It's 1-1 there. Borehamwood 3-0 up against Altrincham, but Swindon Town have levelled it, and it's Ollie Clark. Ollie Clark with the goal. Ollie Clark has scored the leveller for Swindon Town against Harrogate on the 44th minute. So it's Swindon Town 1, Harrogate Town 1. Solihull Moors have taken the lead again against Morecambe in the National League. Bad to worse for Morecambe. It's going bad to worse for Wrexham. They're now 2-0 down. Richard Kone with the goal for Queen's Park Rangers. Wrexham 0, QPR 2 at the Racecourse Ground. Hamilton Academical's goal through Ollie Shaw. 43rd minute, but Swindon Town 1. Harrogate Town 1. That is the most important score for me, personally, given I'm a Swindon Town supporter. Almost half-time in our Villa and Everton match, as we are approaching the half-times on the stream, where we have a little bit of a break at half-time. And with a little bit of a break, and I go off and have some refreshments. Maybe a bite to eat during half-time. Jacob Wakeling with that goal for Solihull Moors. Borehamwood 3-0 up against Altrincham through Zach Brunt, and Port Vale through Devante Cole on the 45th minute, a 2-0 up away at Exeter City. Stoppage time goal. Hull City have levelled it in their game against Swansea City in the Championship. It's Swansea City 1, Hull City 1. 0-0 half-time, Fulham and Leeds United. The Hull City goal was scored by Ollie McBurney. There's a name I haven't seen in a while. Ollie McBurney with the equaliser for Hull City. It's Swansea City 1, Hull City 1. And we are getting a few of the half-times in. Half-time in Scotland in the Scottish Premiership. Aberdeen 0, Livingston 0. The big one in Scotland, Rangers 0, Heart of Midlothian 1. Hearts are leading by a goal to 0. And if the sack was looming for the Rangers boss, even at this point in the season, it's going to happen now for Russell Martin. With the names available, with Jose, Nuno. I don't think Nuno's going to Rangers. Jose's more likely to go to Rangers than Nuno. And I can see Jose doing quite well at Rangers. Bristol Rovers 3-0 up against Barrow in League 2. Free kick at the minute in our game of the day. Gateshead have levelled it against Wealdstone. Kane Adom with the 45th minute goal. Stoppage time, first half goal for them. And Bristol Rovers 3-0 up against Barrow. Josh McEachran, then Fabio Caven with the second goal for Bristol Rovers. And then the 47th minute goal in the first half. Oh, it's been disallowed. It's been disallowed. Offside is the call. They thought they'd scored, but it's been ruled out. So Bristol Rovers 2, Barrow 0. Offside was the call there. Half-time's coming in thick and fast in the National League. Half-time in our game of the day between Everton and Aston Villa 0-0 there. Forest Green Rovers, the league leaders in the National League, 1-0 down to Scunthorpe United at half-time. Robbie Savage and his side. So in the Premier League, it's Bournemouth 1, Brighton 0, Crystal Palace 0, Sunderland 0, Everton 0, Aston Villa 0, Fulham 0, Leeds 0, Newcastle 1, Wolves 0. We will be back with the second half very soon. See you in a moment. Sorry about that. We should be going to half-time. There we go. Second half, and we're live. This is Score Saturday, Dead Air Media Football. I'm Danny Harrington, keeping an eye on all the goals in all the games as they go in knee deep into the second half as we start and kick off. Only 3 0-0s in the Premier League. Crystal Palace 0, Sunderland 0, Everton 0, Aston Villa 0, Fulham 0, Leeds 0. Guess what we picked as a game of the day? Bloody Everton and Aston Villa. Everton and Villa. That is what we picked as our game of the day. Meaning we had no idea. It's because the Jack Grealish factor. That's why we picked it. Doing very well for Everton. Apparently, they already want to make him a permanent signing. So it could work out for them. And he has threatened Aston Villa already today. So we'll have to wait and see if he does get the goal that he wants against his former club. I'm really surprised he didn't just go back to Villa. To be honest, if I was him, I'd have never left Villa, because Pep has a habit of ruining players. Well, both Spanish managers do, particularly English players and goalkeepers. They just have a habit of ruining English players, these Spanish coaches. Arteta and Pep, they just have this habit. He's been ruined by those two. Joe Hart got ruined by Pep. Sterling. Who else? They're both Man City examples. Ramsdale for Arteta. They just have I think there's a pattern. And now Grealish at Man City. He's been ruined by Guardiola. They just have a habit of doing it. If you're an English player, why the fuck would you want to go to Arsenal or Man City? Especially Man City. Although the rumour is Pep is done very soon. I think he's leaving at the end of the season anyway, but apparently he could leave beforehand. Will Pep see out the season, or will he pull a Mourinho at Chelsea? We'll find out. Goals in the National League. Braintree 2, Carlisle United. A Braintree 2, York City 0, Carlisle United 1. Aldershot 0. Shrewsbury have got an equaliser against Salford City in League 2. And we're back underway in the second half, of our game of the day. Braintree 2-0 up against York City. So let's get those goals. As Sam Clucas scored the goal for Shrewsbury on the 47th minute of the game. Second goal for Braintree to be confirmed on the 47th minute, just as the second half started. And that Carlisle United goal against Aldershot. For Mark Hughes' side, it was Regan Linney. With the goal. Carlisle United 1. Aldershot Town 0. And for Braintree, Terra works with the goal on the 47th minute. Blackburn Rovers 1-0 up against Watford away. Morishita with the 47th minute goal for Blackburn Rovers. It's Watford 0. Blackburn Rovers 1. So, Watford 0, Blackburn Rovers 1 in the Championship. Disappointingly in the FA Cup, it's Hungerford Town 1. Swindon Supermarine 0, but to be expected given that Hungerford are the favourites. Wigan Athletic 3-0 up against Doncaster Rovers. Fraser Murray with the 50th minute goal. Dundee United have levelled it against Motherwell. Luke Graham with the goal on the 48th minute. Clyde are 5-0 up away at Annan Athletic. Kyle Connolly with the goal in League Two. Grealish on the attack. And there has been a goal.
Goal!
In the Premier League, Brighton and Hove Albion have levelled it against Bournemouth. Karoum Mitoma with the 48th minute goal. It's Bournemouth 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 1 in the Premier League. Goal for Gillingham. They're 1-0 up against Notts County in League 2. Morecambe have levelled it away at Solihull Moors. It's Solihull Moors 2, Morecambe 2 in the National League, coming back again to level it. Ross County 1, Ayr United 1 now. Ross County with the goal. Jay Henderson with the 49th minute goal. Josh Andrews with the goal for Gillingham, putting them 1-0 up against Notts County. We'll get that Morecambe equaliser in a moment. 2-2 between themselves and away at Solihull Moors. And Aston Villa just had a great chance to take the lead against Everton in our game of the day, but it is an Aston Villa corner as the Everton defence struggle to deal with the attack. AFC Wimbledon have got an equaliser against Rotherham United. AFC Wimbledon 1, Rotherham United 1, and Wickham have got to go back their away at Peterborough. They were 2-0 down. It is now 2-1. 5 minutes in the second half gone for Everton and Villa. Villa with the corner. Ross County's equaliser came from Jay Henderson on the 49th minute. Josh Andrews with the goal for Gillingham. We're going to find out that Morecambe goal in a minute. Fred Odiema with the goal for Wickham. 2-1 against Peterborough United. Edinburgh City 2-2 now. Jason Jarvis with the 49th minute goal for Edinburgh in that one. National League then. Who scored for Solihull on the 49th minute? We don't know, but for Morecambe on the 49th. We don't know who scored for them, but they do have a goal. We know that. It's 2-2 there, but we don't know who's scored it. Admiral Musque with the goal for Morecambe. It's 2-2. That's who scored it on the 49th minute. Jake Reeves with the goal for AFC Wimbledon against Rotherham United on the 50th minute of that match. A chance for Morecambe. They've already equalised. Could they get a third? They have got a third. It is Solihull Moors 2, Morecambe 3. It could be only their second win of the season. Morecambe obviously had those suspended matches. They've beaten Altrincham by a goal to nil this season, but they've lost ever since. Are they about to get their second win against Solihull Moors, a team that have threatened to get promoted to the EFL in recent seasons? Luton Town have levelled it then against Plymouth Argyle. York City have got to go back away at Braintree. Luton's goal from Naki Wells with the 49th minute goal. A 2-2 there. We will get that third goal from Morecambe. York City getting a goal back. Crewe have taken the lead against Barnet in League 2. Crewe have taken the lead. It's Crewe 1, Barnet 0. In our game of the day at not Goodison Park anymore, Bramley Moor Dock or whatever it's called. Everton 0, Aston Villa 0. But York City have got to go back on the 54th minute in the National League. And Aston Villa on the attack. Tommy O'Reilly with the goal for Crew Alexandra against Barnet. Still 0-0 in our game of the day, 0-0. Big game in Scotland. It's Hearts who lead at Ibrox against Rangers by a goal to 0. Joe Edwards has been sent off for Plymouth Argyle. Plymouth are down to 10 men, having just conceded a goal, having conceded a penalty. And Naki Wells with the equaliser for Luton. Plymouth down to 10 men. So going from bad to worse for Plymouth. Alex Hunt with that goal for York City, getting the goal back against Braintree. And it was Admiral Musqui again with the third goal for Morecambe. They're 3-2 up, as I was saying earlier, against Solihull Moors. Barnsley 2, Reading 1. Davis Keller-Dunn with the goal for Barnsley. 2-1 up at Oakwell then for Barnsley. Let's run down the scores then, and we'll start in the Premier League, where it is Bournemouth 1, Brighton 1, Crystal Palace 0, Sunderland 0, Everton 0, Villa 0, Fulham 0, Leeds 0, Newcastle 1, Wolves 0. Championship then, Coventry 0, Norwich 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Bristol City 3, Stoke City 1, Birmingham 0, Swansea 1, Hull 1, Watford 0, Blackburn 1, West Brom 0, Derby 0, Wrexham 0, QPR 2, League 1, AFC Wimbledon 1, Rotherham 1, Barnsley 2, Reading 1, Burton 0, Lincoln 1, Exeter 0, Port Vale 2, Leyton Orient 0, Bolton 0, Luton 2, 10-man Plymouth 2, Mansfield 0, Stevenage 0, Peterborough 2, Wickham 1, Stockport 1, Stockport 1, Cardiff 0, and there's been a goal in League 2. I'll tell you about it in a moment. Wigan Athletic 3, Doncaster Rovers 0 to the Bristol game in League 2. League 2 now, Bristol Rovers 2, Barrow 0. That's not where the goal has been. Chesterfield 0, MK Dons 1, but a goal in this one. It's now Crewe 1, Barnet 1 after Crewe took the lead, 10 minutes ago. Lee and Duvu have scored for Barnet. It is 1-1 in that League 2 clash. Fleetwood 1, Walsall 1, Gillingham 1, Notts County 0, Grimsby 0, Cambridge 1, Oldham Athletic 0, Bromley 0, Shrewsbury 1, Salford 1, Swindon 1, Harrogate 1, and it's Tranmere 1, Newport County 0. In the National League, Bournemouth 3, Altrincham 0, Braintree 2, York 1, Carlisle 1, Aldershot 0, Forest Green 0, Scunthorpe United 1. That's a big one at the top of the National League. Hartlepool 0, Brackley Town 0, Solihull Moors 2, Morecambe 3, Southend 0, Boston United 0, Sutton United 2, Tamworth 3, Truro 0, Rochdale 1, Wealdstone 1, Gateshead 1. To Scotland, Aberdeen to the Scottish Premiership, Aberdeen 0, Livingston 0, Dundee 1, Motherwell 1, Falkirk 0, St Mirren 0, Rangers 0, Hearts 1. Championship of Scotland then, Arbroath 0, Dunfermline have just scored to make it Arbroath 0, Dunfermline Athletic 3. Andrew Todd with the goal on the 58th minute. Great way to start the championship scores with a goal. Ayr 1, Ross County 1, Queen's Park 0, Morton 0, Wraith 0, St Johnstone 1. Scotland League 1, Alloa 0, Montrose 0, East Fife 2, Queen of the South 1, Kelty Hearts 0, Stenhousemuir 1, Peterhead 1, Hamilton 1. League 2 in Scotland, Annan Athletic 0, Clyde 5, Edinburgh City 2, East Kilbride 2, Elgin 1, Stirling 0, Forfar 2, Dumbarton 1, Stranraer 0, Spartans 0. Altrincham have got to go back against Boreham Wood in the National League. It's 3-1. There has been a goal in the Championship. Swansea are back in front at Hull City, and it's Ronald, not McDonald, just Ronald, with a goal on the 57th minute. So Altrincham have got to go back on the 58th minute against Boreham Wood. And Barnsley are 3-1 up against Reading. Adam Phillips giving them a third at Oakwell on the 59th minute of that match. Barnsley 3, Reading 1. We'll get that Altrincham goal confirmed. The goal scorer for the Altrincham game confirmed. Penalty in the Premier League. Bournemouth and Brighton. Jan-Paul van Heck jumps into a tackle, and the goalkeeper and the referee Peter Banks signals a foul. The referee points to the penalty spot. Bournemouth have a penalty kick. Bournemouth have a penalty. Will it be a goal? Peterhead 2-0 up. Sorry, 2-1 up against Hamilton Academical. Cammy Smith with the goal. Bournemouth have a penalty. And Antoine Semenyo is going to take that penalty for Bournemouth to put them in front here for the second time. Semenyo has done it. Semenyo. Antoine Semenyo has made it 2-1 to Bournemouth.
Goal!
Bournemouth 2, Brighton 1 in the Premier League. Antoine Semenyo. So we have a goal there. Solihull Moors have levelled it again. Sorry, Solihull Moors level it this time. They're the ones coming from behind at home against Morecambe. Morecambe have pegged Solihull Moors back twice before going 3-2 up, and now Solihull Moors have levelled it. It is 3-3. The Altrincham goal was scored by Jimmy Knowles, by the way. Rewinding it back to a while ago. Takes a while to get our goals from non-league. But it is Bournemouth 2, Brighton 1. Antoine Semenyo with the penalty. Everton 0, Aston Villa 0 in our game of the day. It remains. Bradley Nicholson with the goal for Solihull Moors, that equaliser, 3-3. Which you can now see on our video printer. And it is still 0-0. There is a concussion check at the Everton-Aston Villa match at the minute. So, and Lucas Digne has connected to, I think, a boot off Martinez, his own goalkeeper, when they were trying to clear the ball. So there is a concussion check for Lucas Digne. Right above the right eye. So Lucas Digne having the concussion check. St Mirren 1-0 up against Falkirk. Declan John with a 64th minute goal. Clyde 6-0 up away at Annan Athletic. And I don't think Lucas Digne is going to continue. I don't believe he's going to continue the match. James Garner ready to take the corner for Everton. Marley Redfern with the 6th goal for Clyde away at Annan Athletic. What a journey, what a mission, what a game, what a goal. So yeah, Lucas Digne doesn't look like he's going to be able to come back on the pitch in the Everton-Aston Villa match. So Dunfermline Athletic 4-0 up against Arbroath. Zach Rudden with the goal. A reminder, there is no Football Fan Show later because of the Brentford-Chelsea game, the West London derby. A London derby happening between Brentford and Chelsea later, meaning that there is no show. That is an 8 p.m. kickoff tonight. We don't want to compete with that. So that's why we've got no show a little bit later on. But if you head on over to Dead Air Media, our other Twitch channel, you may see me pop up a little bit later, although not talking about football. Music news and offbeat news over on that channel. If you haven't yet, subscribe on YouTube or Twitch. Go follow us there. We're also on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of that jazz. Real content farming. League One then. Barnsley are 3-1 up against Reading in League One. But it is now Barnsley 3, Reading 2. Barnsley 3, Reading 2 in League One.
I don't know, Jeff.
Cammy, I've already told you what the score is. Unbelievably, Lucas Digne is carrying on. He is still playing, despite the fact that he has a massive lump over his right eye. And, it does not look good. It does not look good. A massive lump over his right eye. Concussion protocol has been done, completed, and checked. He carries on. He's playing on. Still 0-0 between Everton and Aston Villa. And knowing our luck, it'll be a stinker of a 0-0 draw. A goal for Reading in League One and a chance for AFC Wimbledon in League One as well. And it is 2-1 to AFC Wimbledon. Daniel Kirua with the goal for Reading on the 66th minute. 3-2 there. And the goal for Wimbledon, they're 2-1 up, and it's Matty Stevens that's given them the lead at Plough Lane. Wimbledon 2, Rotherham 1. Luton Town still drawing 2-2 with 10-man Plymouth. Plymouth holding on to a point, a game they were winning at one point before that red card and penalty. Carlisle are now 2-0 up against Aldershot Town in the National League. So Mark Hughes' team look like they are going to secure the 3 points in that one. Carlisle United 2. Wrexham have got to go back. Kiefer Moore with the 67th minute goal. Wrexham 1. Queen's Park Rangers 2 at the Racecourse Ground. But it might be too little too late. Barrow have got to go back in Bristol. They're away at Rovers. Bristol Rovers 2. Barrow 1. Jack Grealish is about to be given a yellow card, I think. In the Villa, he's just shoved somebody. Yeah, he's going to get a yellow card. Goal in League One, Mansfield 0, Stevenage 1. Mansfield 0, Stevenage 1. In League One. So, Stevenage have the lead away at Mansfield. At Nigel Clough's Mansfield. And Barrow getting that goal back against Bristol Rovers. And it was Connor Mahoney with the goal for for Barrow against Bristol Rovers. And Charlie Good with the goal for Stevenage away at Mansfield. Stevenage have taken the lead through Charlie Good. And that second Carlisle United goal scored by Bevis Mugabe on the 69th minute. For Mark Hughes' side, Carlisle United 2, Aldershot Town 0 in the National League. Oh, I was playing six-a-side yesterday, and my muscles are killing me. And I was playing on AstroTurf. That didn't stop me from slide tackling, and I've really hurt my right leg. It's red as fuck. I've got burn marks on there. There's a penalty in League 2 between Crewe and Barnet. Leyton Orient have taken the lead in League 1 against Bolton Wanderers. Keep an eye on that Crewe Barnet match because there was a penalty. But it has been missed. Crewe had a penalty and it's been missed. Josh Marsh missing the penalty for Crewe Alexandra. Jack Simpson with the goal for Leyton Orient. Great chance for Michael King to give Everton the lead against Villa. Emi Martinez with a fantastic fingertip save to force a corner to Everton. Emi Martinez, absolutely fantastic save. Hits the crossbar. It is a corner to Everton in their game against Aston Villa. There we go. Oh, big goal for Aaron Drinan against for Swindon Town. Swindon Town 2, Harrogate Town 1. Aaron Drinan with the goal. Swindon Town lead by 2-1. Promotion contenders. Will it be our season? Will it be our moment to get promoted to League 1 once again? Swindon Town 2, Harrogate Town 1. We are approaching the end of the matches in the Premier League and in the Championship, League 1, League 2, National League and across Scotland as well. Don't forget, no Football Fan Show tonight because of the Brentford-Chelsea game, which is an 8 p.m. kickoff. Mansfield have got an equaliser against Stevenage. Joe Gardner with a 73rd minute goal. We got a double header tonight as West Ham face Tottenham at 5:30. and Brentford face Chelsea at 8 o'clock. We'll get you that team news ahead of that West Ham Tottenham match before we love you and leave you tonight. Also a late kickoff in the National League as well. We'll try and get you team news from Halifax and Eastleigh, as well as there is a late kickoff in the Scottish Premiership. Hibs versus Dundee United. My team, Hibernian, are in action. In the Premier League, Bournemouth 2, Brighton 1, Crystal Palace 0, Sunderland 0, Everton 0, Aston Villa 0, Fulham 0, Leeds 0, and it's Newcastle 1, Wolves 0 in the Premier League at the minute. A fantastic campaign and game for Arsenal earlier. A 3-0 win against Nottingham Forest. Ange Postecoglou's first game having joined Nottingham Forest. Dumbarton have levelled it. They've come from behind. 2-2 against Forfar Athletic in Scottish League 2. Leighton McIntosh with the goal for Dumbarton on the 76th minute. It's 2-2. And at the moment, it's still 0-0 in our game of the day between Everton and Aston Villa. Thank you for joining us. If you're there lurking, thank you very much for joining me. There is a chance for Queen's Park Rangers. They're away. They're 2-1 up against Wrexham. And they are now 3-1 up. Queen's Park Rangers 3. Wrexham 0. It is going from bad to worse for Wrexham. Could they be relegated for the first time under this Hollywood ownership? Dunfermline Athletic have gone 5-0 up away at Arbroath. Rory McLeod with the goal on the 76th minute in the Scottish Championship. So, going from bad to worse for Wrexham. They found their level, a level that may be just above where they're at. Ramaran Burrell with the 75th minute goal for Queen's Park Rangers against Wrexham. That would be drama for the next series of Welcome to Wrexham. If Wrexham are relegated from the Championship, it'd be quite interesting. Another penalty for Crewe, and they've missed it again on the 71st, but 10 minutes after their first penalty, another penalty taker misses it. Max Harrison Sanders has missed a penalty now. Crewe have missed 2 penalties against Barnet. Clearly, they just don't want to win. They just don't want to win. Crewe 1. Crewe 1, Barnet 1, and Crewe have missed 2 penalties. No way. No way. Are Plymouth down to 9 men? That says 73rd minute red card. They had a player sent off in the 50th minute after. We'll get that confirmed because I'm not sure about that one. I think it might be some of their staff. I think one of their staff has just been sent off. Tom Cleverley, yes, it is a member of their staff. The manager, in fact, at Plymouth has been sent off. He's been sent to the stands. Tom Cleverley has been sent to the stands. So, Plymouth not down to 9 men, but their manager has been sent to the stands. But after their manager gets sent to the stands, guess what? Plymouth Argyle take the lead again. 3-2. At Kenilworth Road with 10 men. Morecambe doing their best. They are 4-3 3 up now against Solihull Moors. Miguel Al-Aziz with the 75th minute. And Barnet have taken the lead. Crew missed 2 penalties. 2 penalties they missed. Crew missed 2 penalties, and now Barnet have made them pay on the 80th minute. Crew just didn't want to win the match. They just didn't want to win the match. Bradley Ibrahim with the goal in the 75th minute for Plymouth Argyle after their manager Tom Cleverley was sent off. Ryan Glover with the goal for Barnet on the 80th minute after Crew missed 2 penalties. Montrose 1-0 up against Alloa Athletic. Aidan Quinn with the 78th minute goal in that game. So, Crew missed 2 penalties, and they are now 2-1 down at home to Barnet. Well, they shouldn't have missed 2 penalties then. They didn't want to win. Plymouth down to 10 men, but 3-2 up, and now without their manager, because Tom Cleverley's been sent off. So, Plymouth leading after their manager sent off, and for Morecambe, it could be their 2nd win of the season. They're back in front after being 1-0 down and 2-1 down. It's 4-3 in favour of Morecambe. They were 3-2 up. Then it was 3-3. They came back from behind twice. They took the lead. Then Solihull Moors hit them back for 3-3. They're now 4-3 up. Can they hold on? Can they win? Their 2nd game of the season. I don't want to be biased, but come on, Morecambe. Unbiased. Salford City are 2-1 up away at Shrewsbury. Oldham Athletic have a chance against Bromley. Oldham Athletic have taken the lead against Bromley. Oldham 1, Bromley 0. Salford City. Oh no! Curse of the commentator. Solihull Moors 4, Morecambe 4. Jacob Wakeling with a 77th minute goal. Ben Woodburn with the 2nd goal for Salford City. It is Shrewsbury Town 1, Salford City 2. Curse of the commentator. I shouldn't have said come on Morecambe. Solihull Moors 4, Morecambe 4. So Morecambe have come back twice to level it. And now Solihull Moors have come back twice to level it. What a game that'll be for the highlight show. Oldham Athletic 1, Bromley 0. Mike Fondop with the 82nd minute goal in that one. Grealish into the box for Everton. Still going. Get to the byline goal kick to Aston Villa. Put under way too much pressure. Oh, I'm gutted for Morecambe. Really gutted for him. To come back twice and take the lead twice. To come back twice from a goal down. And then to take the lead twice and be pegged back. That is heartbreaking. But Morecambe showing some very good attacking play today. Defending, maybe not. But attacking wise and going forward, very good. Southend United 0, Boston United 1 in the National League. Zach Mills with the 81st minute goal. Gateshead 2-1 up away at Wealdstone. Jack Harkness has been sent off at Stirling Albion. Kane Adom with the 79th minute goal for Gateshead. 2-1 up away at Wealdstone. Boston United took the lead on the 81st minute. Well, guess what? Southend have already pegged them back. It's 1-1. Southend United 1, Boston United 1 in the National League. Chesterfield have levelled it against MK Dons. It's 1-1 in League 2. Derby 1-0 up at the Hawthorns. It's West Bromwich Albion 0, Derby County 1. And Andreas Weimann with the goal, former Aston Villa man. 84th minute goal. 84th minute goal for them. West Bromwich Albion 0, Derby County 1. We'll get that Chesterfield goal confirmed and that Southend United goal scorer confirmed in the National League. But as far as we're aware, it's Southend United 1, Boston United 1, and it's Chesterfield 1, MK Dons 1. 6 minutes of added on time in our game of the day between Aston Villa and Everton. It's goalless. Everton have looked the slightly more threatening of the two sides at the Bramley Moore Dock Stadium, or whatever it's called. I don't know what Everton's ground is called. I really want to say it's still Goodison, but Hill Dixon Stadium. There you go. That's what it's called. The Hill Dixon Stadium. Tom Naylor with that equaliser for Chesterfield against MK Dons. A big goal in the Scottish Premiership to tell you about, but Spartans have taken a 2-goal lead against 10-man Stranraer in League 2 in Scotland. St Johnstone 2-0 up against Wraith Rovers in the Scottish Championship. But it's at Ibrox. It is the final nail in the coffin for Russell Martin, because it is Rangers 0, Hearts 2. It might just be the final nail in the coffin for Russell Martin. It has not worked for him at Rangers. Expect him to get the sack. Newport County have levelled it away at Prenton Park. Tranmere Rovers 1, Newport County 1. Lawrence Shankland may have just sacked Russell Martin, or he may have just secured him the sack. Rangers 0, Heart of Midlothian 2. Andy Dallas with that equaliser for Southend United on the 84th minute against Boston. The Spartans are 2-0 up against Stranraer. But that might be all it was for Russell Martin's time as Rangers boss. A brief, very brief period in charge. Dumbarton have taken the lead. They're 3-2 up against Forfar Athletic. Hearts have now... Hamilton have levelled it in League 1 against Peterhead in Scotland. And Hearts missed the opportunity to go 3-0 up. Shankland, who scored 4 minutes ago, misses a penalty. So it is 2-0. Oh, Shankland missed the penalty beforehand. The rebound was converted. So it is 2-0. So it would have been 2-0. Sorry. My apologies. I was mistaken. Got overexcited there. But there was a penalty missed in that game. Falkirk have got to go back against St Mirren. Falkirk 1, St Mirren 2. As we approach the end of our matches here, Stuart McKinstry with the goal for Hamilton Academical in Scottish League 1. It's 1-1 between the Peterhead and Hamilton Academical. Newport County's goal came from Courtney Baker Richardson on the 87th minute. 1-1 between Tranmere and Newport County. 0-0 in our game of the day between Everton
EasyJet.
Yeah. Falkirk, Brian Graham with the goal for Falkirk, as they are 2-1 now against St Mirren. There's an opportunity here in the Everton-Aston Villa match. Tyrone Mings with some very good defending for Villa to stop an Everton breakaway. Nil-nil it remains between those two. Final minute of the 90 in that one as we await the stoppage time at the Everton Stadium at Bramley Mill Dock. But at the moment, it looks like things have calmed down on the goal front. Bournemouth 2, Brighton 1, Crystal Palace 0, Sunderland 0, Everton 0, Aston Villa 0, Fulham 0, Leeds 0, stoppage time in there. Newcastle 1, Wolves 0, 2 games in the Premier League. Tonight, West Ham, Tottenham, and Brentford and Chelsea. The later game at 8 o'clock tonight. Jack Grealish on the attack has options and comes to nothing. Wealdstone have levelled it 2-2 against Gateshead in the National League. Five minutes of added time between Everton and Aston Villa. And Keane had the best opportunity for Everton just there. Tipped over the bar. And Swindon Town are 3-1 up against Harrogate, and Salford are 3-1 up against Shrewsbury. Swindon Town 3-1 up against Harrogate at the county ground. And on the 91st minute, adding to Ollie Clark and Aaron Drinnan's goals, Swindon Town are 3-1 up against Harrogate Town in League One. Goal scorers to be confirmed, as well as that third Salford goal. Also goal scorer to be confirmed. But we will get there. Wealdstone's equaliser was scored by Max Korechma on the 88th minute of that National League clash. Fulham are 1-0 up.
Goal!
94th minute goal for Fulham. It's an own goal on the 94th minute as well. Aaron Drinnan with the 91st minute goal for Swindon Town. And it was Daniel Udo with the 92nd minute goal for Salford City. So it's Shrewsbury 1, Salford City 3, Swindon Town 3, Harrogate Town 1. A game that they were 1-0 down in. They're going to come back and win by 3-1. Montrose. Oh, no, I can't read. It's not Montrose. Don't worry about that. It is an own goal, and Gabriel Gudmundsson has put it in his own net. The Swedish player puts it into his own net. What has been described in front of me as a very unlucky goal. It's Fulham 1, Leeds United 0 then in the Premier League. So only 2 games 0-0, and one of them we picked as our game of the day. Now that Fulham have taken the lead against Leeds through an own goal. Own goal from Leeds gives Fulham the lead right at the end of the game. We will get you the team news ahead of the West Ham Tottenham match. We will get you the team news from the Halifax match in the National League as well. York City 3-2 up against Braintree in the National League. Ollie Pearce. That Fulham goal now confirmed. Gabriel Goodmanson, 94th minute, own goal, putting it, the Leeds defender putting it in his own net. A minute of added time left in the Villa-Everton match. It is 1-1 between Leyton Orient and Bolton. Bolton have just levelled it. Bolton Wanderers have levelled it against Leyton Orient on the 94th minute. So it is 1-1 there between Leyton Orient and Bolton Wanderers in League One. And it's Amaro Koza Dubry with the 94th minute goal. So it is Leyton Orient 1, Bolton Wanderers 1. Finished full time. That own goal deciding it then. Fulham 1, Leeds United at 0. We'll give you the full time classifieds with you in a moment. Full time for Everton and Aston Villa 0-0 in our game of the day. And Crystal Palace 0, Sunderland 0. Newcastle and Wolves still playing, as are Bournemouth and Brighton. Bournemouth lead by 2-1, and Newcastle lead Wolves by 1-0. All the games in the Championship still being played. A couple of full times in League One. Cardiff City have a late chance against Stockport County, and they've scored it. Stockport County 1, Cardiff City 1 on the 97th minute. Cardiff have levelled it. A late Cardiff City equaliser in League One. So it is 1-1 between Stockport County and Cardiff City right at the death of the game. 97th minute goal for Cardiff City to level it. It is 1-1 there. We're just waiting for the full times in the National League. Forest Green are 1-0 down at home to Scunthorpe United. That's a big result, and still being played, but it will must surely be Russell Martin's last match in a brief affair as Rangers manager. Rangers 0, Heart of Midlothian 2. Still playing their 94th minute of the match. It is still, we're still playing at the County Ground, where it is Swindon Town 3, Harrogate Town 1, a game that Swindon were 1-0 down in. They've come back to win by 3-1, showing great character, as Brendan Rodgers would say. Bournemouth 2, Brighton 1, still waiting for that one. Newcastle 1, Wolves 0. 3 games in the Championship to be confirmed, and that's Coventry, who are losing 1-0 at home to Norwich. Hull City have a chance of a late equaliser against Swansea. Cardiff City have just scored a late equaliser. Are their rivals in Wales about to concede a late goal? Birmingham also have the chance at the Bet365 Stadium. Stoke 1, Birmingham 0, and Hull City have scored. It is Swansea City 2, Hull City 2. Yusuf, who was it that scored that Cardiff City goal? It was Yusuf Salech with the 97th minute goal. Stockport 1, Cardiff City 1, and that will surely be a full-time result. It is now Grimsby 1, Cambridge United 1. Forest Green Rovers have equalised on the 99th minute of the match. And Birmingham's chance against Stoke comes to nothing. It finishes 1-0 at the Bet365 Stadium in favour of Stoke City. Swansea conceding a late equaliser against Hull. 2-2 at the Liberty Stadium. or the Swansea.com Arena, whatever it's called now. I can't remember what it's called. Swansea 2, Hull 2, Grimsby 1, Cambridge United 1. A very good performance then. Coventry have a late chance, last gasp chance. It'll be a last chance for Coventry. They're at home at the Coventry Building Society Arena, the CBS Arena. Coventry are losing at home by a 1-0 to Norwich. They have a late last chance. We'll get that Hull City goal scorer confirmed for you now. Coventry have scored right at the end of the game. We've got a full classified from the Premier League. Grimsby Town with their late equaliser as well. Justin Amaluzor with the 97th minute goal. Grimsby Town 1, Cambridge United 1. John Egan with the goal for Hull City, getting that 97th minute equaliser. And Coventry have got that equaliser. It is 1-1. Luton Town and Plymouth still playing. It's still 3-2 in favour of the team with 10 men. That's Plymouth Argyle, and managerless because Tom Cleverley, their manager, was sent off during the second half of that match, and that's when they took the lead. Brackley Town have scored on the 102nd minute of the match. Brackley Town have taken the lead against Hartlepool United. Forest Green with that. Oh no, a correction has come through. It's still 0-0. It is still 0-0. Correction as I read it, as I read the score, a correction came through. It is 0-0. It remains. That Forest Green Rovers goal on the 98th minute. It's, by the way, it's finished there 1-1 against Scunthorpe United. James Balgizi with the goal. And Coventry City's Haji Wright with the 96th minute goal against Norwich City. Still playing there. It's 1-1, and Hull City have rescued a point at the Swansea.com Arena. It's Swansea 2, Hull City 2. So we're still playing in the Coventry-Norwich match in League 1. It is still Luton Town 2, 10-man Plymouth 3. Can they hold on? And in League 2, Gillingham 1-0 up against Notts County and Grimsby with a late equaliser against Cambridge United. Those games still playing, and one in the National League. It's Sutton United 2, Tamworth 3. I feel so sorry for Morecambe. So sorry for Morecambe. A 4-4 draw with Solihull Moors. One for the highlights reel, I'm sure. But you would have thought, having come back from behind twice and then taken the lead twice, they'd have ended up winning. Wasn't to be for Coventry City, for Morecambe. Coventry City, though, because I am watching their score, it's still 1-1. Team news on the way from that West Ham match. With Graham Potter already being called to be sacked this season. Thomas Frank starting pretty well at Tottenham. Even that win against Man City. Right. We're going to go for a full-time classified. A full-time classified. We'll do it in a moment, because I just want this Coventry-Norwich match to finish in the Championship. They're in the 99th minute of that match. We're in the 102nd minute of the Grimsby-Cambridge match in League 2. 101st minute of the Gillingham-Notts County match. So still there, still plenty to play for in these three matches that are still going overtime slightly, shall we say. And it is full time. It's Grimsby 1, Cambridge United 1. Notts County 1. Still a goal down away at Gillingham. Plymouth holding on still. 10-man Plymouth away at Kenilworth Road. Luton Town 2. 10-man Plymouth 3. In a game where Tom Cleverley, the manager of Plymouth, was also sent off. Sent to the stands. And yet, somehow, as soon as that happened, Plymouth took the lead. In the Championship, it's Coventry 1, Norwich 1. Coventry seem to have rescued a point from the jaws of defeat. They've snatched a point from the jaws of defeat in that one. And it has finished. Coventry City 1, Norwich 1. So we'll give you a full-time classified check now. And we're going to start with the Premier League. Here we go. Arsenal 3, Nottingham Forest 0. AFC Bournemouth 2, Brighton and Hove Albion 1. Crystal Palace 0, Sunderland 0. Everton 0, Aston Villa 0. Fulham 1, Leeds United 0. Newcastle United 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. West Ham United Tottenham Hotspur 5:30 kickoff. Brentford and Chelsea 8 p.m. kickoff. A reminder that there is no football fan show tonight because of that Brentford-Chelsea match at 8 p.m. Championship. Sky Bet Championship. Charlton Athletic 1, Millwall 1. Oxford United 2, Leicester City 2. Preston North End 2, Middlesbrough 2. Coventry City 1, Norwich City 1. Sheffield Wednesday 0, Bristol City 3. Stoke City 1, Birmingham City 0. Swansea City 2, Hull City 2. Watford 0, Blackburn Rovers 1. West Bromwich Albion 0, Derby County 1. Wrexham 1, Queen's Park Rangers 3. We'll skip the Scottish Premiership to go to Sky Bet League 1. Bradford City 3, Huddersfield Town 1. Northampton Town 1, Blackpool 0. AFC Wimbledon 2, Rotherham United 1. Barnsley 3, Reading 2. Burton Albion 0, Lincoln City 1. Exeter City 0, Port Vale 2. Leyton Orient 1, Bolton Wanderers 1. Luton Town 2, Plymouth Argyle 3. Mansfield Town 1, Stevenage 1. Peterborough United 2, Wycombe Wanderers 1. Stockport County 1, Cardiff City 1. Wigan Athletic 3, Doncaster Rovers 0. Sky Bet League 2. Accrington Stanley 1, Colchester United 0. Crawley Town 2, Cheltenham Town 0. Bristol Rovers 2, Barrow 1. Chesterfield 1, Milton Keynes Dons 1. Crewe Alexandra 1, Barnet 2. Fleetwood Town 1, Walsall 1. Gillingham 1, Notts County 0. Grimsby Town 1, Cambridge United 1. Oldham Athletic 1, Bromley 0. Shrewsbury Town 1, Salford City 3. Swindon Town 3, Harrogate Town 1. Tranmere Rovers 1, Newport County 1. The Enterprise National League. Yeovil Town 1, Woking 0. Boreham Wood 3, Altrincham 1. Braintree Town 2, York City 3. Carlisle United 2, Aldershot Town 0. Forest Green Rovers 1, Scunthorpe United 1. Hartlepool United 0, Brackley Town 0. Solihull Moors 4, Morecambe 4. Southend United 1, Boston United 1. Sutton United 2, Tamworth 3. Truro City 0, Rochdale 1. Wealdstone 2, Gateshead 2. FC Halifax Town and Eastleigh 5:30 kickoff. Let's go back to the Scottish Premiership. Aberdeen 0, Livingston 0. Dundee 1, Motherwell 1. Falkirk 1, St Mirren 2. Rangers 0, Heart of Midlothian 2. Hibernian Dundee United 5:45 kickoff. To the Scottish Championship. Arbroath 0, Dunfermline Athletic 5. Ayr United 1, Ross County 1. Queen's Park 0, Greenock Morton 0. Wraith Rovers 0, St Johnstone 2. Scottish League 1. Alloa Athletic 0, Montrose 1. East Fife 2, Queen of the South 1. Kelty Hearts 0, Stenhousemuir 1. Peterhead 2, Hamilton Academical 2. Cove Rangers, Inverness Caledonian Thistle 5:30 kickoff. Scottish League 2. Annan Athletic 0, Clyde 6. Edinburgh City 2, East Kilbride 2. Elgin City 3, Stirling Albion 0. Forfar Athletic 2, Dumbarton 3. Stranraer 0, the Spartans 2. So there you have it. Those are the full times. We'll have a look at the tables in a moment. We'll also get your team news ahead of that Premier League game featuring West Ham and Tottenham. Could it be Graham Potter's last? We're definitely going to see a managerial sacking today, and that'll be Russell Martin being sacked as Rangers manager, surely. But we will have a look at the league tables as well before we love you and leave you. Let's try and get that team news, in fact, from that West Ham and Tottenham match, the 5:30 kickoff. In fact, it is in, so we'll go to it now. We'll switch to it. This is the team news. Let's try and center that for you. West Ham playing a 4-2-3-1. Tottenham playing a 4-3-3. And the starting 11 is as follows. Hermanusson for West Ham. Walker-Peters at right back. Diouf on the left side. Kilman and Manvorpanos. I can never say his name. Ward-Prowse, Souček in the middle. And then up front, just behind Bowen, Matthias Fernandes, Lucas Paqueta, and Somerville. And then Bowen up front. Tottenham 4-3-3 formation as well. Vicario in goal. Porro, Romero, Van de Ven, and Spence at the back. Bergval, João, Sarr and João Palhinha in midfield. Kudus, Tell, and Simmons up front. Their benches, let's have a look at their benches. Richarlison on the bench, that's probably the main point for Tottenham. And Lucas Fabianski, who's just returned to West Ham after being released in the summer, he is rejoined. He is on the bench for West Ham. Having been released in the summer, he is back on the bench for West Ham United. Try and get you some team news as well ahead of the evening kickoff in the National League between Halifax Town and Eastleigh as well. Let's go to that one now. We have that is your starting 11 and the subs bench for Eastleigh Halifax. If you're watching that one on DAZN, that is the starting 11 and the bench for that match in the National League. Let's have a look at the tables then, and we're going to start in England with the National League then. Bottom end of the National League then. Morecambe, bottom of the league. They drew 4-4 today, only one win this season, have played 3 less games than everybody else, or 2 less games for some of the teams. A 4-4 draw away at Solihull Moors, who are just above that relegation zone in 20th on 7 points, but Morecambe bottom of the league on 4 points. Truro City 23rd also on 4 points. Sutton United back-to-back relegations maybe on 5 points there. Braintree Town also making up that relegation spot. FC Halifax Town, who are playing tonight against Eastleigh 19th. The top end then, a change. Rochdale, top of the league. Forest Green dropped to second in the league after that draw with Scunthorpe United, who are 7th. Hartlepool chasing the tails of Scunthorpe in those playoff places. York City also there. Boreham Wood, Southend United, Carlisle United, Forest Green Rovers and Rochdale. Nearly every single one of them, bar Boreham Wood, are an ex-Football League team. If only Boreham Wood and Wealdstone could get in there, maybe even Tamworth. That would be nice. Or Altrincham or Gateshead. Let's not have Football League teams dominate the National League. Thank you very much. That is what the National League looks like. Let's have a look at League 2. Let's load that. And the bottom end of League 2 is troubling if you're a Cheltenham Town fan. Cheltenham Town, bottom of the league, remaining bottom, 4 points there. Takeover just before the end of the transfer window, but it doesn't seem to have changed much after 8 games, 4 points, bottom of the league. Shrewsbury Town, 23rd on 5 points. Newport County, 22nd, also on 5 points. They're going to struggle this season as well, Newport County, I'd expect. Crawley Town having a much better couple of sets of results with a draw and a win, lifting them away from the bottom spot in the league. Top end of League 2 is great reading for myself as a Swindon Town supporter. We are top of the league, 18 points, level on points with Gillingham and level on goal difference. Salford City are 3rd on 16 points. Walsall, the playoff final losers from last season, 4th. They're a very good team, and I expect them to be up there challenging, maybe even in the top 3 this season. But Salford City 3rd, very dangerous side. Grimsby Town 5th. Chesterfield 6th. Bromley, the Londoners, are 7th. And then you got Crewe and Bristol Rovers on 13 points as well, also pushing for promotion. But Swindon Town are top of the League 2 table, which is fantastic for me as a Swindon Town supporter. Let's switch back to League 1, where you will see Peterborough United at bottom of the league, 4 points, 24th position. Blackpool 23rd, also on 4 points. Burton Albion 22nd, also on 4 points. And despite that takeover last season, Reading not having much in the way of fortune in terms of performance on the pitch. 21st in the league, 5 points. Port Vale just above the relegation zone on goal difference, also on 5 points. And the momentum's lost for Wycombe, 19th in the league, also on 5 points. Top end of League 1, Cardiff City. Now there's a surprise. 17 points for Cardiff City. They were expected as one of the pre-season favourites for promotion. But surprising, but not so surprising, considering the amount of support they have. Bradford City currently sits 2nd. I wouldn't have put them 2nd, early days yet, but still 17 points. Well done to them. Barnsley 3rd on 16 points. Stevenage also on 16. Doncaster also on 16, and Huddersfield also Huddersfield this time on 15 points. Last week it was an all Yorkshire affair in the playoffs. I assume the Hertfordshire-based Stevenage will not want to be adopted by the Yorkshire-like. We'll have a look at the Championship as well whilst we're here. Let's go to that now, the Championship table, and look at the bottom. And there is reports that Chris Wilder will return months after being sacked by Sheffield United. He could be set for a return to Sheffield United. Neither of the Sheffield clubs getting off to a very good start. Sheffield Wednesday to be expected given their financial problems, only on a point, but they have one more point than the non-financially stricken Sheffield United, who have lost every single game. 5 defeats from 5 games. Sheffield United, bottom of the league. It's not great reading if you're a football fan from Sheffield, unless you're a supporter of the world's oldest football club, Sheffield FC or Hallam FC, in which case you probably don't care about Sheffield United or Sheffield Wednesday, although a lot of them support other clubs as well. Yeah, not a great reading for the professional clubs from Sheffield. Sheffield United, bottom of the Championship, and Sheffield Wednesday, 23rd in the league. Oxford United, 22nd. And then look at that, 21st in the league. Not having it their own way this season. 4 points, 1 win, 1 draw, 3 defeats. It's Wrexham. Welcome to relegation. That's what they might have to call the next season of Welcome to Wrexham. Top end of the Championship then. We'll start at the bottom end of the playoffs, where we have Swansea just outside it on 8 points, as well as Preston North End also on 8 points. Coventry City, after that draw with Norwich, stop Norwich City leapfrogging them. That last gasp draw in stoppage time. West Brom, 5th on 10 points. And despite that defeat to Derby County today as well. Home defeat as well. Leicester City, 4th on 10 points. Bristol City. Now there's a club I'd like to see in the Premier League. 3rd on 11 points. Stoke City, our second my old neck of the woods, on 12 points. And Middlesbrough, top of the league in the Championship table. Let's have a look at the Premier League table. We might as well have a gander before we look at the Scottish Premiership table as well. And that is where we will end things. For the Premier League, it's Wolves. And they are bottom of the league. They lost to Newcastle. 4 defeats from 4. Wolves sinking, looking like no hopers really. Aston Villa, a surprisingly bad start for them. Only 2 draws, no wins. 19th in the Premier League. West Ham United, 18th. They are playing today against Tottenham. That's going to be a real tough game for them. And Brentford also struggling early days. It is early days. We've only had 3 games. And look who the relegation candidates are in 15th position. Manchester City. Talk about your 115 charges. Release the charges list. Top 4, Chelsea, Bournemouth, Liverpool and Arsenal. As I say, very early days yet. Very early days. Let's finish off with the Scottish Premiership. A big defeat for Rangers today. And because there's only 12 clubs, we can fit the entire thing on the screen. It's great. Aberdeen are bottom of the league on a point at the minute. Dundee United 11th on 3. Rangers, after that defeat, 2-0. They lost at Ibrox at home to Heart of Midlothian, who are top of the league. Yeah, Rangers. Russell Martin may have just had his last game in charge. Given that Club Brugge performance as well in the Champions League qualifiers, there were calls for his sacking then. Looks like Rangers might be looking for a new manager, and my money, personally, I know we jokingly say Jose Mourinho, but no, genuinely, I think Jose Mourinho will become the next manager of Rangers. My team, Hibs, they're 4th. They are yet to play today. They're involved in the later kickoff. St Mirren are 3rd. Celtic playing tomorrow. And Hearts, top of the league after that 1-0 win against, 2-0 win against Rangers. So the fixtures tonight: West Ham United versus Tottenham, Brentford and Chelsea at 8 o'clock, Hibernian Dundee United in the Scottish Premiership at 5:45, and that conference game, that Halifax Town and Eastleigh game at 5:30. Tomorrow in the Premier League, you got Burnley versus Liverpool at 2, then a Manchester derby at 4:30 between Manchester City and Manchester United. I don't want anyone to win that. Can like a hole in the ground open up for them? I don't know. South Coast Derby tomorrow in the Championship. Going to be a tasty affair. Lunchtime, noon kickoff between Southampton and Portsmouth. And in the Scottish Premiership, it is Kilmarnock versus Celtic. 3 o'clock kickoff tomorrow. That is Score Saturday. That is me done and dusted. As I say, no football fan show tonight because Brentford are playing Chelsea at 8 o'clock tonight. And I want to watch that one. And I'm sure my pundits also want to watch that one. Next week, Score Saturday might not be here. But there might be something else in its place. And it might be live commentary from a non-league, from an FA Trophy match. But we'll see what we can do. But we'll see. Wait on this front. There may be live commentary from an FA Trophy game on this channel, on both YouTube and Twitch. But we'll wait and see whether I can pull that off. But we're trying. We're trying to get a football match on this channel. You can't watch it because it'll be a 3 p.m. kickoff, but you can hear the audio from it, which is a tad bit annoying. But oh well. That has been Score Saturday. This has been Dead Air Media Football. I'm Danny Harrison, and I will see you very soon. Next time, in fact. See ya. Have a good week. Bye.